Welcome back to my channel here at Trades2G. My name is Sammy. Today we're going to chart LWLG, RR, and last but not least, open. If you like this sort of content, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and join the Discord. Let's talk about RR first. I really do like what I see with RR, and I mentioned in the past that if I see the 382 consolidation, I would dab in a little bit here, DCA a little bit. Typically, if you actually zoom out a little bit, if you notice what she's forming on a broadening pattern, or I should say a scallop, this is a scallop potential play happening. We had a massive move to the upside. Essentially, we had roughly a 142% run, and now an exhaustion point is happening. But then if you look at it from another perspective, it's a scallop, and you want to see a 32% negation point, consolidation point, and thus we are seeing a 31.3% to the downside. And also at confluence, the 382 is a sweet spot for price to come and consolidate in this range and thus make another leg to the upside. I'm not stressed out about RR right now. If you zoom in a little bit closer, look what price is doing every time she breaks below the 382, folks. I drew this Fibonacci extension level, the 236, and look what price is doing. It's bouncing right here, or people buying at the 236, $3.97, and look at these candle structures to your left, okay? So every time she sells off, buyers are stepping in. Let me go ahead and turn on the 12-hour, see if we have wicks, and thus it does show that wicks signify people buying at these lows. We have a double wick here on the 12-hour time frame, adding validity, adding credibility here. So the 236 seems to be a nice, perfect setup. We come back here at 397. People are going to buy it, and it's good. This is just an exhaustion point, consolidation point, and let price come to you. This is a good area where it's finding support. It's going to be here for a couple of days. Hopefully we start making legs next week. But remember, macroeconomics play a role, okay? If SPY, IWM, or Bitcoin starts selling off, everything's coming down with it, okay? So next one is LWLG. LWLG, absolutely massive sell-off today. I could not have asked for a beautiful rundown. We just had beautiful legs to the upside. I mean, we're talking, if you take a look, what's happening here, okay? We are seeing sell-off, consolidation, ripper. Sell-off, consolidation, ripper. Sell-off, consolidation at some point, and then another ripper. Hopefully we get to the 0.618. But when she moves very hard. I want you guys to keep in mind that if you turn on also, excuse me, let me turn this on. If you look at your MACD on LWLG, what do you notice? That's right, I drew it for you. This is beautiful to see that we are seeing consistency on LWLG, where she's just making explosive moves to the upside, and this is just gorgeous. I mean, we're talking consistency, we're talking patterns. Everything about this ticker is just screaming more legs to the upside. And this is on the daily too. This pattern structure is on the daily. So I do want to see more sell-off coming from LWLG. Hopefully we just start consolidating at the 0.5, just like we did here, where we had a massive move and we broke down to the downside. Let me go see the trend to sell off. 25%, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and clone that. We literally just hit the 25%, so 358. We had a nice little wick shadow bottom. If somehow we get a macro sell-off in terms of fundamentals, let's get back to the 0.5. I would love to pick up some shares at the 0.5. I believe we can still get there. She's prone to make wicked moves very, very subtly to the downside. And if you see here, massive moves to the upside, consolidate for literally days, hit bottoms for days. So this is just another day where, you know, you just have a sell-off, and then I expect a little bit more, a couple days for sell-offs, and then another massive move to the upside. So I want to see at least come back to the 0.5 at $3.41. I want to see candles start sitting around here, because she's not afraid to hit bottoms continuously. She's not afraid to hit bottom continuously. She did it for multiple days after massive run-ups, and when she moves, she moves. We still are inside a huge bar, bump and runs, and bump and runs is the #1 pattern in the entire market, okay? The #1 pattern. All right, I'm still targeting $5.10 exactly at the 618 Fibonacci level. So she still has a lot of legs up. And if we happen to hit the 0.5 here and we get in, right? If I personally get in here, not financial advice, from here to from this low to this high, that's a 51% moves, okay? We kind of missed it over here because I think I caught her, I started charting her around 263, missed this move, and then missed this move because of other reasons. But I'm not missing this other leg up here potentially at the 0.5. Hit this area, I'm going to buy in, and hopefully we get to 618. But she's doing very good, consolidating, respecting zones. Look at your MACD. And when it hits this trend line, I'm buying in. I'm buying in. Now, financial advice. Last but not least, Open. Well, Open is definitely on my radar. She's had a massive sell, a little bit, not a massive sell, excuse me. She's just respecting a trend, a bearish trend. And that's what I love, okay? We just had a massive move to the upside. And the macro fundamentals are somewhat giving you not that push that you want to see, okay? But that's okay because the trend really never left. We're still above the center line. But if you notice what the RSI is telling you here on Open is that we have more room to the downside, okay? How do we know? Well, look at your confluence, okay? So we are respecting this trend line, this bearish trend line, and we hit it multiple times. Look at this. Look at these three candles over here. Rejection, another rejection off this candle, another rejection off this candle. So where do I see a potential bounce? Well, if you look left, if you look at your RSI, let's zoom in a little bit. What's happening here that we had a pivot bounce on the RSI at 52.12. Again, another bounce here at the 52.12. And if we keep rejecting this bottom trend line, then I suspect the next pivot zone for a nice potential bounce is going to be at that 52.12 pivot line. Look at these two bounces here from price history, price action. Excuse me, you notice that this trend line has been a respectful place where we find support. So if I'm looking at price action based on prior history, and I know that we're selling off continuously, I know that we're gonna keep rejecting this. Two things are happening right now. We have macro fundamentals not paying in our favor, and it's good for price action to exhaust a little bit. You can't always expect it to go up, 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 up. These exhaustions are healthy for a nice swing up. And if you notice this rejection line, you notice the bounce, where we pivot off was a 7.5 ratio off of the Fibonacci extension at $7.11. So if I had to guess where this pivot zone will be, well, it could possibly be either at the 0.618, 7,035, or come back and retest that 0.5 for another bounce to the upside, and then hopefully we break that trend line, bearish trend line, okay? But Open never really left the building. Open's very healthy. She just needs a relaxation. Guys, it's a meme run, right? Or maybe actually has validity. Whatever way you want to look at this thing, it's okay to restart exhausting a little bit. It's okay to reject the bearish trend line. It's okay. It's okay for the exhaustion. All right, you need to relax. Let price come to you. I'm looking at the 0.5711 here. I don't mind getting in here, taking a dab here. It's been a historic resistance line and thus support line. So if I have to come and back test that if we have price hit that 0.5, $7.11, that also would in line with the pivot line, pivot structure here. Or best case scenario is exactly at 785. We'll find out, but as time goes on, we'll figure. It'll be much more apparent where or what price is going to do. But I like what I see on Open. Okay, you're still inside an uptrend on the daily. Okay, still an uptrend. Nothing in terms of bearish sentiment has concluded here. Still bullish. So that was a quick TA. Hopefully you guys like my video. Subscribe to my channel, join the Discord. If you like this sort of content, please like the video. And, join the Discord. I'm not asking much. But anyway, thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend.